She makes her entrance known to the Proton Tucson Open.
Really like the fashion statements being made by both teams here. Here we go. Nice pickup. Oh, unacceptable miss from Rafa. However, that first point has the aura of an instant classic in the making.
Yes.
That's how I feel about this match right now.
Heavy drive, out of control for Ben Johns.
If that ball stayed on court, something would have been problematic. That would have been something.
All right, so tell us, what was the lead thing you learned from Mexico with Ben Johns?
Oh, the lead thing I learned.
Or a couple things. Sprinkle them in. You don't have to give it all at once. That is deep from Mari Humberg.
I like how he shared with the students how really like owning one spot on the court, targeting one area can be more in your favor than moving the ball around with less success. If you get really good at hitting one spot, that's a better partner than if someone's trying to move the ball around and failing to do so.
I like that.
Get good at your spots was good advice for the growing students.
What would you say his spots are for Ben that he's most excellent at? Everywhere?
So I would say that Ben doesn't exactly practice what he preaches, right? For example, he's teaching people how to walk before they can run, you know.
That's a fair point.
He's a master of the game, so certain things that he needs them to learn don't apply to him. For example, using less wrist is going to lead to more success, and less errors. Less is more. But players like Ben Johns, Jesse Irvin, Mari Humberg, they wield the wrist movement very well. But that comes later.
Nice touch from Waters. Lofts it inside the baseline. Another look at it here.
Oh, yeah.
Humberg Hewett is on it. Of course, the lefty throws in a unique dynamic. Mari Humberg on the left. Mari prefers to play the left, so that's a good match for her to be with a lefty.
Absolutely. She's had a lot of miles with C.J. Klinger.
She even played the left with Annalie Waters in women's doubles. In Major League Pickleball, of course, different animal there.
Take a look here. Ben unsuccessful on the third, but you can see even Annalie trying to will that ball over. Stuff. Yep, the lefty look. It's very unique having the gentleman in front of Ben as opposed to cross court. But you know, Mari Humberg cross court dinks like the best of them. She can be Federico Staxrud-esque on that left side.
Point. 4-1-1.
Mari Humberg handling the pace of Ben Johns, unafraid.
It's most likely the same or similar paddle, but we have a different look on the paddle face of Ben Johns. Nice volley. Rafa. Yikes.
Good luck in that exchange.
Yeah, we talked about Donald Young, Caitlin Christian as elite strikers. You can say the same about Annalie Waters and Ben Johns. And when someone's a good mover and a good ball striker, you cannot leave anything high or floating, no hang time for the ball, because they will get there and punish you for it. Doesn't matter where they are on the court. I think that's the first serve I've ever seen Annalie miss.
1-6-1. Second serve. 162. Point.
Drive from Mari Humberg. Enough topspin to drop it inside the kitchen. Big rip.
662. Point.
Of course, I didn't mention Rafa Hewett also sporting that Adidas paddle as well. Led the way in that changer. Oh,
Point.
Waters gets caught in the crossfire. Couldn't get out of the way fast enough.
462. Side out.
It's a great rolling attack from Annalie Waters off the bounce.
641.
Mari back to the sideline, setting up the Ernie.
Oh,
An Ernie of her own. That's what Ben Johns will make you do. He'll make you go for too much.
Waters on the poach. That's what it is, to be fair. So we'll do some deeper diving with these two if we get a chance to talk to them after. We are going to be in Mesa in a couple of weeks, so that's close enough. We'll see when the date actually is. Well played by Ben Johns. You remember those days, though, when Annalie Waters was just breaking out of the pro scene. I'd love to get your perspective on when you first heard about her after this.
Yeah, time flies, but you know, even at 14, she was at the top of it. I don't remember who she was playing with before Ben Johns as partners. That really sparked the train, the freight train of success that is this duo.
Nice. Mari Humberg clobbered the pop-up chance at game point. Game point number 2, she played with Tyson McGuffin, to answer your question there.
Not going to
Down
cut it.
it goes. Waters and Johns in peak dominant form. Take the first. 11-4. Another sensational outing for the world number 1. We'll step aside for just a moment when we return. Game 2 in this round of 32 matchup on the way. Open, where Annalie Waters and Ben Johns are hunting for gold once more in the desert. Dominant performance in game 1. Rafa Hewett and Mari Humberg kept it close at the beginning there, then Johns and Waters started to pull away, as they always seem to do.
One.
Very nice.
Second serve.
Yeah, we've seen it before. Teams kind of showing up to this matchup, you know, against Ben and Annalie already, and I say this lightly, a little bit defeated before they even get out there. And that's, again, the type of pressure that this team provides to their opponents. But I'd love to see Rafa Hewett start to get a little fired up for just absolutely no reason. Maybe make Ben start to do a little more, you know. Got to play that game a little bit. Play the game just a little bit.
Second serve.
Ben is on a great gear here. He did not go to Australia. He is fresh as a daisy.
But he did go to Mexico with you.
Oh, yeah.
Which some could say could take a toll on you as well.
Oh, yeah.
In a positive way.
You can get jet lagged from anywhere, really. But there it is.
Nice.
Love to see a game 3 here.
Round him up, Rafa.
Emily just looked up here and said, there ain't going to be no game 3.
Side out. One, 2-1.
Annalie Waters was ready for the changeup thrown by Mari Humberg. Very used to the crafty wrist work of her Major League Pickleball partner.
1-2-2.
I love that situation from Mari Humberg. I've had the opportunity to drill with her a lot. She needs to take her chances. She can come out on top on a lot of those.
Wow.
There it is again.
Unbelievable setup from Mari Humberg. Annalie Waters was on it, and then Rafa Hewett gobbled it up at the kitchen. And since you've seen that backhand flick firsthand, I'd love to get your perspective on it, why it's so tricky to defend against.
And she's a she's a first-class initiator. That first ball from her comes in hot, and she's ready for the next one. She's efficient with her paddle. And again, manipulating the ball with that spin, better than most. And low and reaching.
1-2-1. Point. 2-2-1.
Starting up a streak here.
Oh, wow. Mobility tested across the board. Ben Johns curls in the ATP. Waters on the full extension keeps the ball alive.
Yeah, these points are fast and dynamic. The dust is not settling. Jeez Louise. How about that move? That move she made for the poach. Still able to recover back to the ball behind her and attack with it. Unbelievable.
4-2-1. Point. Timeout receiver. 5-2-1.
Timeout taken by Rafa Hewett and Mari Humberg. Not a good Monday for the world number 1.
Second serve. 5-2-2.
Man.
Waters hunting on the left for some offense.
6-2-2. Point. 7-2-2.
Keeping it PG.
Ambitious poach. She'd love to see Waters flying around the court the way that she does.
2-7-1.
And we're reaching our end game here. Only so many serve possessions left for Team Adidas.
Point.
Coming up next, it's a classic matchup. Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova taking on Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
Round of 32 match. Oh. Looked like he was going ATP. A little indecision caused the pop-up.
3-7-2. Point. 4-7-2.
Still runs the play. Oh,
Nice. What a sequence Maury Humberg is even smiling after that one. Watch the pattern here.
7-4-1.
Look at the creation from Waters. Speeds it up down the line, finishes it off. Down at the feet of Rafa Hewett.
No.
Point.
It's JTP results in a point for Johns and Waters.
Seems like
8-4-1.
they have forgotten that part of the equation is going back behind Ben.
And why is that for those just joining us?
Well, if you never go to Ben Johns' sideline, he has no reason to ever be there. So now he gets to be everywhere else.
Point.
Wow.
Match point.
Match points for Waters and Johns.
10-4-1. Second serve. Match point. 10-4-2. Point game.
Waters and Johns take it with ease. 11-4, 11-4, identical score lines across the board. What stood out the most to you with the well-rested world number one, Rob Cassidy?
It's nice to see them playing their game. They look loose, fresh, confident in themselves and each other. So looking forward to seeing that team continue their rampage this weekend, and it's great to see.
Well, there's the guy that asked Annalie Waters to prom ahead of the match. We'll get the scoop from ALW after the match to see what her real response was to our brave friend. Welcome back to the Proton Tucson Open. Ben Johns and Annalie Waters well rested, and it showed in their first match of the day, taking this one in straight games. And they join us now to talk about it. Annalie Waters, you knew we were going to come to you first. Of all the things you've accomplished in this sport, including 134 career medals, 31 triple crowns, and otherwise, one thing missing from that list was getting asked to prom ahead of one of your matches. Our brave friend Gavin in the crowd. First of all, we appreciate the gumption. What was the exchange like? Are you going to be going to prom whenever the said date is?
Yeah, well, actually, that wasn't my first time somebody asking me to prom on the court, but I think it's really cool because I haven't been to prom, so I actually really want to go. It just hasn't worked out because, like, he asked me, but I'm not going to be here when the prom is. I'm going to probably be playing a pickleball tournament, so it's tough. But I would like to go, but I'm 18 now, so there's probably only a couple more years that I could go to prom, I guess. So I should go soon if I, you know.
Well, we are going to be in Mesa in a couple of weeks. Just saying, Rob.
We're not here to play matchmaker, all right? Now, Ben, look good, feel good, play good. It's great to see you out there playing well. Are you guys getting better, or what's it going to take for you guys to maintain and stay on top?
Yeah, you know, some different conditions here. It's definitely very dry. Ball flies a little bit. So I think some different conditions are always a little adversity is thrown your way in some different ways. So yeah, I think it's going to take focus and making sure we're just playing the right way all the time. And yeah, it's mostly about focus and taking every match very seriously. So preparation and solid play.
Love it.
Well, Ben, you did get a couple of weeks off, but Rob Cassidy shared with us on the broadcast that you guys went to Mexico together. He shared some of the nuggets that he learned from you down there teaching some pickleball. What did you learn from Rob Cassidy? Or you can share a favorite memory as well. Your choice.
There's always a lot to learn from Rob Cassidy. How he approaches the game is, I would say, extremely fun. And nobody has more fun teaching or playing than Rob. So there's a lot to be learned in terms of his mentality and how much fun he has on the court. So always enjoy spending time with him.
Love it. Well, it's always fun to watch you two compete on the court as well. Annalie Waters and Ben Johns advancing to face Callie Smith and Jay DeVilliers in the round of 16. Congrats, guys. We will see you all day here on Humana Championship Court.